The Isle of Skye in the Scottish Highlands is one of the most beautiful and visited places in the UK. But why do so many people fall in love with this island, and what's it like to actually live here?
I'm Sarah.
And I'm Willie.
We sold our suburban home and risked it all to live a different pace of life, moving to a 200-year-old cottage in a remote corner of this incredible Scottish island.
Join us and our dogs Jack and Nori as we share what it's really like to take the plunge and live the dream, the highs, the lows, and everything in between.
This week, we finally finished the renovation of our cottage kitchen. But was it worth salvaging the old and tired units, or should we have emptied our savings and bought brand new ones?
Plus, during all this kitchen chaos, we try out a new preparation technique for some of the fresh fish we caught on Betty the boat. And we make a delicious supper from it too.
Stay tuned to see the final reveal of our kitchen and, amid the spiralling cost of living crisis, find out exactly how much we spent on the entire project.
If you don't already, please do hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with our weekly adventures and ensure the future of the channel. Join us as we continue. Living the Skye Life.
Okay, it is the start of day 3 of painting the cabinets in the kitchen.
Yep.
And I'm starting to lose my voice, which is excellent.
Yep.
But we're powering through because we think we're going to get this side of the kitchen finished today.
Yeah, I'm going to do the second coat now before I go back out and get on with the editing, and then Sarah's going to do the rest whilst I'm doing that. Because we still have to put these videos out, you see, otherwise you people wouldn't have anything to watch.
And you wouldn't know what's happening in the kitchen.
Yeah, true. We're going to try and get this side of the kitchen all done today so we can make it functional again, because most of the stuff in the kitchen I've used on this side.
Yeah.
So then once this is all put back together, then we can take on that maybe after about a week of a break. So it's going to be two major phases, isn't it, really?
I don't know if I'm going to wait that long. I want to get it done this week.
Struth.
Anyway,
on, let's go.
Let's go. It's looking good though.
Yeah, it's looking cool.
After the initial stress about painting.
So out came the good old trusty chicken and mushroom pot noodle pots. Of course, I'd eaten the contents earlier just to help out with the project. Of course. Then Sarah got on with the painting while I went out to the buyer's studio and cracked on with the editing of this video. Well, another section of it anyway.
Okay, we finished the painting on this side of the kitchen and I've just been taking off all the tape on the back of the doors, and now it's time to take them off the windows of this glass panelled door and see how much correcting I need to do with a razor blade. Let's see if the tape has worked. Okay, that was the centre parts, which is the easy bit, and now the edges, which have been obviously painted over 3 times, and they've actually dried fully as well, so they're going to be quite difficult to get off. Well, you know what? Not as bad as I thought. There's still a few little tiny bits of masking tape because they sort of went under the wood to protect the glass, and I think I'm just going to have to get my tweezers out and just get them off, but actually it's looking pretty good and there's very little cleanup to do, so happy with that. 1 down, 2 more to go on the other side of the kitchen. I think it's time to get all the masking tape off these cupboards because it's sort of touch dry but still tacky. So yep, let's get it off so we don't end up with a similar issue. Didn't he? Oh my god, this is going to be fun. After 3 coats of primer and paint, a lot of the paper was stuck fast behind the cabinets, so it took a lot of persuasion to get it all out. Well, that first one was a bit of a nightmare, as I feel like we knew it would be because we used paper because we didn't have enough masking tape. Let's see how this one turns out. The same thing had happened on this side, so we definitely recommend making sure you have enough decorator's masking tape on hand when painting. Got some touching up to do.
In the previous video, we caught some pollock on the boat. We said we were going to try something new with the fillets, so here they are, salted and ready for a night in the fridge. Have you guessed what we're doing yet? Yup, we're going to cold smoke them. Once the salted fillets had a day in the fridge, it was time to get rid of the water that had come out of them and the salt. Then arrange them on absorbent kitchen paper and pat them dry. Meanwhile, I was outside firing up the cold smoker. Aha, the fish delivery has arrived.
Fish for you!
Thank you very much. So we're going to smoke this, but we're going to cold smoke it. I've hot smoked on the channel before. This is the first time I'm going to cold smoke. It's raining, as you can see, so we're doing it inside the log store. Now, it's not a hazard. It's going inside a great big tin box, and I've swept the floor out, so it's going to be metal, and nothing's going to be touching the side, so don't worry about that. Anyway, the wind ruined the audio here, but I was just saying I was about to put the fish inside. I got this during our holidays, so I've used it once already, but at least I know how to do it this way. So, put them in. So this is the pollock that was caught yesterday. It's been salted. Next stage is to put the wood chips in. In here I've got 50-50 beech and oak. So we'll just mix that up. That's just my preferred mix. You don't have to use that. You use whatever you want, but that's what I use. And then into this maize. Maize burner. I don't actually know if it's called a maize burner, but that's what I'm going to call it. You're going to make sure that there are no crossovers. So if any of this wood goes over, if any of these chips go over, it'll burn out too fast. It's got to follow this pattern, otherwise obviously the whole thing goes up. You don't want that. So now, we'll use the box. Light her up. Careful not to light this part. Let's go in. So now you open this little tray, put it inside, close the door, and leave it for up to 10 hours. Although in my experience it burns far quicker than that. We'll see how it goes. So we'll come back to this in a little while. It's the next day, and here it is. Let's have a look and see if it worked. I hope so. It did the last time, so... Oh! Look at that. And down here the whole thing burned, which is good. I'm glad that I put it in here, because I think if we'd left it out all night, it wouldn't have worked. Because it was really raining all night. It's still raining now.
Yeah, our peas are wilting a little from the force of the rain.
Yeah, let's take this out. Oh.
And we have the attention of a dog.
Of course, the other one is in the house because...
Yeah, so the good one is outside.
Oh, this smells amazing.
Really does.
Right.
It looks like salmon now, not pollock.
Look at the colour.
Wow.
Beautiful. Very nice. I'm excited. That. Oh, that smells beautiful. Let's get it in the house. It's raining.
Okay, we are cracking on in the kitchen. We currently have half a very blue kitchen and half a dirty off-white cream coloured kitchen.
Yellowy.
I think we're actually using less paint than I thought we were. It goes on really nicely, much better than the primer.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so much easier to paint.
I tell you what though, that primer is really naughty. It does the job. You put that on and you do not get it off very easily at all.
Hopefully it's going to look good. But yeah, we've got the rest of the kitchen to do still. So no rest for the wicked, eh? Let's get on.
Oh joy. Hope you're having a good weekend.
Hope you're having a good Wednesday, actually.
Good point. Well presented.
With the first half of the kitchen finished, we started the whole process of sanding, priming and painting again. But we hoped that this time it would go a bit smoother and quicker, as we learnt from our previous mistakes.
We learnt our lesson about the cabinet doors. Always label where the screws and hinges go, and actually this time we're not even taking the hinges off.
No, I don't know why we took them off in the first place. Go figure.
We had a bit of a traumatic experience putting some of the cabinets back on because we got the hinges the wrong way around and didn't realise it for several hours.
So this time we've just taken the little screws out of the doors themselves and just taken the doors off and left the hinges in, which is what we should have done
It makes
in
so
the
much
first
sense.
place.
You live and you learn.
It's like painting with super glue. You've got seconds before it starts to congeal. And you can only go over it a few times, because if you go over it too many, you get great big lumps. 10 ounces ballast.
And fuel.
Fuel and ballast, very important in all boating.
It's a very versatile beer.
It is, it's very handy, it's very heavy as well, which means it's stopping that from falling off.
Over the next 3 days, we kept priming and painting the seemingly endless drawers, doors and built-in cabinets. It's times like this that we really wish we could get takeaways delivered to our cottage, as our kitchen was constantly in chaos and we were living on a diet of snacks and ready meals, so we didn't have to worry about cooking. Thankfully, the end was now in sight, so we pushed on with the renovation. As we put the painted pieces back in place, we started to get excited about how the finished kitchen was going to look.
Last 2 doors to go on.
Peace and groovy.
Peace and love, baby.
We toyed with the idea of painting the breakfast bar and kickboards in a darker shade of paint, as a contrast to the light blue. But after testing out some colours, we decided to stick to a single shade throughout. With these last sections painted, we could finally get our kitchen back and see the final result of all of our hard work.
Well, it is dinner time at Skye Life Cottage and we're going to have that smoked fish that you did in your new cold smoker.
Correct.
Cold smoker, right? I thought I was getting that wrong.
No, it is a cold
Okay.
smoker. We've got a hot smoker as well. We were planning to make Cullen skink from it, but we have made Cullen skink on the channel before, but that's not the main reason we're not doing that. The main reason is the kitchen is an absolute disarray because we're decorating. I'll do the Cullen skink again with my own fish another time, but in the meantime I'm just going to make some nice poached fish with poached eggs on top on a bit of toast. Whoa!
Sounds good.
Does sound good.
Yeah, we haven't been doing a lot of cooking segments recently because of the kitchen.
Because
so,
of this.
Yeah, when this is a bit more back to normal, we're not even showing you the worst part. The worst part's over there. We're going to have to dig out the toaster from amongst all the dusty bits and pieces.
Yeah, is the air fryer plugged in? No, probably not.
No.
Anyway, so we're not even going to show you cooking it really, we're just going to show you the results. So it's just poached and milked very easily, then poached eggs put on top of that on a bit of toast. It's simple, but it's beautiful.
Sounds good. And we're hungry, so
And we're very hungry.
let's do it.
Let's do it. So here goes, albeit abridged compared to our normal cooking sections. Into a shallow pan, add your milk on a medium heat to limit the milk burning on the pan base. Add some bay leaves, whole black peppercorns and a knob of butter. When the butter's melted, that's when the fish goes in. That means it's ready, warm enough to start cooking the fish. This is white wine vinegar and that goes in the water, boiling water, about a tablespoon or so. It helps firm up the white, but it also gives it a nice flavour as well. You don't need any seasoning in the milk because there's so much salt already in the cured fish. So the fish just goes in here, the eggs go in here, but the fish goes in first. So we just leave that gently simmering.
What about the toast?
The toast's on there, toast's already on,
Yeah, it's too big for our toaster.
so we have to turn it round. But I want to keep it whole because I'm going to get the whole fillet on each piece of bread. Once the milk is gently simmering, add the fish fillets and baste from time to time to ensure they cook right through. After the fish has had a couple of minutes and is starting to change colour to an off-white, it's time to carefully crack the eggs into the water. Meanwhile, your toast should be done, so spread some butter on the slices and put them on your serving plates. After a minute or so, your eggs should be poached and ready to serve. Using a spatula, remove your fish fillets and allow the milk to drip off of them. Place them gently onto the toast. Put your eggs onto some kitchen paper to absorb the water and then place them on top of the fish. And that's it, job done.
Whoa. We finished the painting! So we're very happy about having the cabinets done. They look really good and they just look bright and new and fresh. And yeah, we've just got some snagging to do now. We're not quite finished.
No.
We've got to put some prints on the wall
Yep.
because there's a big empty space there and there's a few little other jobs that I've got in mind for
Yeah.
my builder bill.
Alright, I'm busy then. Take that. I'll get on then. Let me get my tools out.
We finished the painting! Yay! These are the prints. If
if you remember. So these are replicas of 1940s wartime posters by Abram Games. And I just thought they were really cool. I had this one in my old flat back in Stirling, and I got this one to sort of match it because they're two complementary posters. It's all about growing your own food, having homegrown instead of bringing it in, and I think that's still quite a good message even today. So they're going to go up in the kitchen, and I think it's hopefully going to bring the room a little bit more together, because right now that's just a big white empty space. What do you think, Ari? Do you like them? Are you having fun there? You eating cardboard? Right, let's not. I guess it's better than eating plastic. So this is approximately where they're going to go, centered on this big white blank wall, but obviously going up a little bit. So yeah, let's do it. One of the final jobs was to fix a loose tile back in place, but when we realised that there was a hole behind it, of course we had to leave a secret message for whoever redoes the kitchen after us. Whoever gets this cottage next, there's a surprise for you if you do some decorating.
20 quid.
Nah,
This is all
we're
right.
too tight for that. I've always wanted to leave a note behind something in a house before.
I've always wanted to stand behind you in the house.
You always do.
Hi!
Okay, so the pictures are up and they look really good. Hopefully they're not wonky. You guys tell us. We don't want all of our pictures in this house to be wonky. I think they look amazing, and I think they really bring the room together, make it a bit more finished, and I guess we can say the kitchen is finished. Is it? Is a project ever finished? I don't know. We've got a couple of tiny things to do. I want to hang some stuff in the corner there where it's kind of empty. The join between that cupboard and the wall is a bit ugly because there's sort of a gap and there's sort of not. We might put some white silicone down that just to make it look a bit neater. But yeah, otherwise I think we're there. We're really pleased with how the countertops turned out, but just to protect them, we did get some silicone mats just to put on there. So I've got one for underneath the coffee machine, and I've got one to go around the tap, and I've also got this kind of stone effect sort of drying space next to the sink. So hopefully those are the areas that we're getting the most wet, and that will protect them. They're definitely taking a load off my mind thinking about those areas getting wet and damaged again. And guess what, guys? I don't even mind the trim that Willie put on the cupboards. Now that they're painted and they all look the same, I actually think they look pretty good. So I'm really happy with how this turned out. I love the colour. I think it's light, it's bright, it's kind of like a sky blue, even when the sky outside is not so bright like today. And yeah, it just makes me really happy. It's just really joyful. The colour we used was McLeod's Maidens, which is by the Skye Paint Company, and it's kind of, they described it as a sort of grey-green colour, but in our kitchen it seems to be a bit more of a lighter, brighter blue, which I'm fine with. I love blue. You might see this kind of colour all over the cottage because I do love that colour. So yeah, we sat with the tester for a while in the kitchen, seeing it with different lights and different things, and that's the one we went for. And they also advised us on how to prep the cupboards and prime it, which was really useful because I was just going into this blind. I've never painted kitchen cabinets before. Not gonna lie, we probably won't do it again. But they have turned out really good. I was very stressed out, I was very worried about it, but they look really good. All their paints are inspired by Skye, so they're all named after different locations on the island. And McLeod's Maidens actually is a place near Dunvegan that we've been to before we started YouTube. We went on a walk there, and there are amazing sea stacks that are named McLeod's Maidens because McLeod was the clan name that lived there. I think this blue colour was sort of inspired by the sea gets really churned up around the bottom of the stacks, and it goes that kind of light frothy blue colour. I think that's where it comes from. But hey, we'll have to go back and check it out and see if we can find that colour inspiration. Really nice company, really helpful, and if you want any colours for your house, we'll put a link to their pages in the video description below if you want to check them out. But for now, enjoy a little look at our finished kitchen. Changing the cabinet handles was our first priority when we started this project. Instead of buying new, we searched eBay for second-hand door pulls and ended up spending £57 on them, including delivery to Skye. We then cleaned and sold the old handles on Facebook Marketplace for £30. The new prints and professional framing cost just over £400, but of course if we do ever end up moving, we can bring those with us, so we haven't counted that as part of the total renovation costs. The products we use to repair and protect the wooden countertops cost us £47, and a new, non-leaky tap cost £96. The total cost of all the painting materials, including primer, wall and cabinet paint, and many rolls of frog tape, came to just over £200. By doing all the work ourselves and salvaging the existing worktops and units, we managed to bring our cottage kitchen back to life for less than £500. Hopefully this shows that it doesn't have to cost the earth to make changes to your home. We are so pleased with our kitchen, and if we can inspire anyone to renovate and salvage rather than buy new, then we'll be even happier.
As always folks, thank you so much for watching our video. We really hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please do leave us a like, a comment or subscribe if you don't already. It's free to do, helps our channel to grow, and you get notified when our new videos come out, which is every Wednesday night, 8 PM UK time.
If you have enjoyed the video and you'd like to help us out further, you can do so over on Ko-fi by buying us a coffee or the dogs a wee treat, and what I really mean is you help with the running costs of making these videos for you every week.
Or if you want to help us out more long term, you can join our amazing community over on Patreon, where you get bonus content for helping us out each month.
If you're interested in our creative endeavours, you can go over to Sarah's Etsy store for our artworks like these.
Or for Willie's original music that features in all of our videos, you can head across to his Bandcamp page for songs like these.
These old walls saw 100 lives, from the days of old to these days of mine. I don't mind if the storm hits tonight, there's no reason to go outside.
As usual, all the links to our pages are in the video description below.
Hello. I'm gonna... And thanks again for watching, and we will see you next week. Hooray!
Hooray! We finished the kitchen! Hooray!
Hooray!
Yes! Bye, folks!
Bye, Focals. We're leaving our suburban life, moving over the sea to Skye. Are we chasing a dream? I guess in time we will see, when we're living the Skye life. Living the Skye life.
Hey!
Is it filming?
No,
Did you hit film?
I'm pretty sure I did.
Oh, okay, well, that is filming then. I'll check.
Someone asked the question, you have to check. As always.
As always, folks.
Oh my god. Always lurking behind me when I do this.
You know what, I just ate pork pies as well, so I've probably got bits of pork in my teeth. Always the consummate professional?
Consuming professional.
Consuming professional.
What?
Helps if I actually film.
Oh.
And 2 coats of the shush, it's free to do. Something else about subscribing? And there is and monkey. We didn't film it, but we had a rather
what's the word?
Was it a stroke?
Yeah, you maybe did. What is the word I'm looking for? Bad.
Oh,
Traumatic.
traumatic
Yes.
experience.
Okay. Whoa! Someone
Tripped over the dog's
Someone
bowl.
stepped in the bowl of water.
Ow.
2 coats of the extra. Oh.
Just
Okay. Or if you're interested in Willie's original music, including blah, 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 blah.
including blah, 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 blah. I don't remember writing that.
It's a bestseller.
Is it? Where? In playgrounds.
Underwater.
Underwater.
Work on my physique. My body is a temple, a Buddhist temple.
Anyway. 2 coats of. Oh my god! I don't know what to do about him. Right, come in. Come in. Knock the tripod. Come on, put mucky ball prints over everything. Yeah.
Oh, there's a tripod. No, I'll tell you what, I'll just put them up.
Oh, we're the same height. That's nice.
That's quite nice. You're standing on a step though.
The join between that cupboard.
I want it to be like.
What?
The hat fell off.
The painting rejected the hat. It was too slanty. It just fell off.
Oh well, too jaunty.
The join between. Hi! Do you want to go to prison? No? Then be quiet. Oh my god. Right, prison. Prison. Up you go. Thank you. Okay.
Cut my head off if you can.
Yeah,
Prefer that. Right, cool.
Right off. Dishwasher
Excellent. Yeah, because it's finished now, eh?
door needs to come off.
So why have you put all this stuff in front
I've
of the
put lots of
dishwasher?
stuff in front of it. I don't know. Off. Bye. Could you not?
Click here to subscribe to live in the Skye Life.
Click here to go back to the start of our adventures with our very first episode.